I'm proud to tell you that this video is going to be brought to you by Gfuel, and by using my affiliate link in the pinned comment and in the description box, you'll not only be helping support the channel since it's a affiliate link. I do get a small commission for each sale that's made, so I don't get anything unless you guys purchase it. However, you'll also be able to get some really cool anime themed merchandise as well as energy tubs and different energy formulas. I personally use Gfuel a lot, and when it comes to anime, there's a plethora of different anime to choose from. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, My Hero Academia, Mobile Suit Gundam, Attack on Titan, and so many other series are available on the website in the form of energy formulas packed with all the vitamins that you need and just enough caffeine to get you going for your day. Right now, Gfuel is running a 25th anniversary campaign for Neopets. Step into the magical world of Neopets and celebrate 25 years of adventure, friendship, and fun with Neopets' 25th anniversary Gfuel Golden Berry Energy Tub. You are not going to be disappointed in the flavor with this one. Absolutely worth every penny for it. I mean, come on, it's called the Great Golden Slushy. Scoutmaster Jigen definitely approves of this one. Which, most importantly, this cannot be understated. Unlike a lot of energy products that are out there, there is no crash and there is zero sugar. Two really huge selling points of why I personally support Gfuel. In typical anime fashion, I am going to need you guys to send me your energy by clicking the affiliate link in the description and in the pinned comment. And when you do so, make sure to use my promo code KAGE to get yourself a discount. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys another Boruto 2 Blue Vortex discussion. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about a rather dark development in the story that came as a result of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 15, where we learned that Boruto and Sarada had escaped a rather dark future, where both of them were killed in the possible future timelines that Kashi and Koji saw, several of them, which is why in today's newest Naruto Explain video, I wanted to talk to you guys about why, even though Boruto and Kashi and Koji have chosen to go down a different path than the one that we are currently on, both Boruto and Sarada are not free from the suffering, and why this road that they're on stands a chance of having an even darker outcome for them, because there are some things in life that are actually worse than death itself. So rolling back the curtains a little bit, or rather peeling back the curtains a little bit, we were told in chapter 13 of the manga that Kashi and Koji, while on the verge of death, was able to awaken the power of the 10 directions, which allowed him to see every possible future outcome for various scenarios in front of him. Every decision made, and in each of these possible timelines that he saw, they all had a common thread line. In every vision, it ended with Ishiki victorious, either directly or indirectly. Directly in one timeline because the guy was a successful man on a mission when he killed Baryomo Naruto and he planted the Chroma Stone to Kawaki, resurrected using his body, and then when he revived, he fed Boruto to the Ten Tails and he harvested that chakra fruit. In another timeline he saw omnipotence, it was never casted, and it led to Code confirming Naruto's assessment being correct, which is that neither Boruto or Kawaki had the power and experience required to defeat someone stronger than Jigen, based on what Naruto saw when he watched the battle between the two, and he wanted to lock them away and hide them away for the time being until they could come up with another plan. Likely one that involved Naruto and Sasuke assisting, because while Boruto and Kawaki had the power, they damn sure didn't have the experience and skill. In this timeline, Kawaki seals Naruto away, he runs away from the village, omnipotence isn't casted, Code captures Kawaki and he feeds him to the Ten Tails. This of course leads to an indirect victory for Ishiki because he wins via Code carrying out his will. In another timeline, it leads to Kawaki versus Boruto occurring, and Kawaki ends up killing both Boruto and Sarada. This one timeline came dangerously close to becoming a reality because when you read the scene very closely, you see how close the potential possibility Kashi and Koji saw as happening in reality was very close to being made into a reality. The moment would have happened when Kawaki was sneak attacking Boruto. Kawaki was placing Boruto onto the defensive because by this point Boruto was still holding back, but was not strong enough to be able to fight while holding back and hold a significant edge over Kawaki himself. In order to defeat someone while holding back, it's going to require even more skill and force being used against them, because killing an enemy would be easier. Boruto would have been impaled by that long wooden branch that Kawaki made from his ninja tech, but Sarada, she intervened at the very last second. Kawaki saw Sarada out the corner of his eye preparing to fire off a fire release fireball jutsu, and Kawaki wisely chose to pull back and absorb the attack. Another small sign he hadn't learned to master Ishiki's powers, because Ishiki and even Jigen, the imperfect vessel, they would have shrank the attack and then they would have kept moving forward with the initial attack. A 2-for-1 special. Kawaki's inexperience is the only reason why Sarada and Boruto, they were not killed in this moment. They survived due to sheer luck, but not without any losses. Boruto did get the scar over his eye, and this became the possible future that became a reality. The one where Boruto survived the attack, omnipotence got casted, and now Kashin Koji is trying to do the impossible by changing fate, because Koji is trying to prevent the world from being destroyed via the harvesting of a chakra fruit, choosing to teach Boruto every jutsu and skill Boruto learned in other possible timelines where Boruto failed. Impart the wisdom into him and use the information he gained from watching those other possible futures to guide Boruto down to a path of success. Basically, Boruto, he has a cheat sheet right now and he is using it. Very in character considering where he started out, where he was susceptible to taking cheat codes, but still had to learn. Hard work is required. However, as we've seen numerous times, the brighter the outlook that things appear to have, the darker the turn that is coming, and there have been seeds that have been planted for this to be the case. Boruto in chapter 6 is in the process of explaining everything to Sarada and class rep, but before he can give any more information, Mitsuki suddenly pops out and is able to force Boruto into the air, making him fly off, but Boruto gives Sarada a longing glance before starting to tell her something, and then he pauses and chooses not to follow up on his words and just state that he'll come back for her later. We now know that Boruto was aware Kawaki killed Sarada in another possible future, but we don't know what else Boruto was made aware of by Kashin Koji where it pertained to Sarada, someone who his master told Boruto that Sarada played a key in stopping and what it was that was going on, which we know to be omnipotent. Momoshiki stated that those who are immune to the effects of omnipotence, but they aren't Sasuke, they are destined to suffer greatly. So far, Sarada, she suffered, but not to the extent of what would warrant Momoshiki's words that were spoke of her. Her father is a traitor hunted by the ninja world. Yes, that definitely sucks. It affects the honor of her clan, which was already in the eyes of the ninja world, still trying to rebuild the honor that came from the perceived dishonor of the clan by Itachi, since people thought that Itachi was evil and he massacred the clan to test his limits. She's been forced out as a black sheep where nobody believes her, and her faith in Boruto is putting her Hokage dream in danger. That does, in my opinion, count as good suffering, but Boruto's actions means that there is something more coming, and with that reveal that she was supposed to die in the other possible futures, but was stopped from death due to a small change that was made just prior to it, likely because she rushed in immediately to track Boruto instead of waiting like Shikamaru and class rep told her to. It means that the story is showing you that there's something more for Sarada to warrant the reveal that we got in this chapter. Everything lines up now. Sarada getting confrontational with Kawaki in chapter 4 is continuing the same trend of what we saw prior. She was supposed to be confrontational with Kawaki, but so far everything we've seen with them has been a slow build towards another confrontation, with Sarada getting right in his face saying that she will stop him in the future if need be. And in this last chapter, we saw how pissed off Sarada was about Boruto getting arrested. Tensions are beginning to build between them, and all that is missing is a match being dropped over the powdered keg that is their very tense relationship. Kashin Koji was written as being pissed off about Boruto's predicament for a reason. He saw Boruto getting arrested and he called it troublesome. His toad, it's been destroyed. He doesn't have a way to keep watch over Boruto. The question we have to ask ourselves is Is this a possible future Koji saw? Or is this something much like we saw with Kashin Koji and Boruto being shocked that Himawari had the Nine Tails inside of her, where there's a change that's being made to the future he saw? Things are about to get very, very messy for both Boruto and Sarada. Boruto is being taken to the 8th Hokage Shikamaru, likely for questioning. Shikamaru previously told Boruto that he knows that Boruto is innocent. However, he can only do so much to support him because Boruto understands that as Hokage, Shikamaru has his hands tied. The people of the village, they want Boruto dead for killing Naruto. The village has people that believe that Kawaki is Naruto's son because their memories, they have been altered. Kawaki has framed Boruto for the murders of the Jonin who were just killed a few chapters ago when Jura and Hidari showed up. Shikamaru told Boruto that even though he will support him, he still needs to be burdened by the destiny that comes from being a rogue ninja, which means he will forever be hunted down. Boruto's now in a situation where himself and Shikamaru, they're walking a very tight rope. Boruto has those cuffs on that are chakra cuffs, so Boruto can't use his chakra right now, which means no hand seals, no ninjutsu. He can't even use shinjutsu via Momoshiki. Even if he learned some, he's unable to use them because he can't mold chakra. This in turn means his escape is about to be a lot more complicated now, particularly with someone like Ada who will have her eyes and she will be watching. The elders are still abusing their power to push the Hokage into a corner. Both of them wanted Boruto dead. The boy who was branded Boruto the Traitor, which has a cool name, merchandise coming soon, baby, and that makes this whole situation messy. Kawaki has been taking so many L's back to back. He's been outsmarted by Boruto every step of the way so far, and he's left with a lack of information. He is growing impatient. There's not much more that is going to be needed to set this guy off, and all signs point towards it being Sarada, especially since he knows that she was the first person who Boruto came back to Konoha for. She's been openly trying to expose him for the last 3 years. She was the one who Boruto was in conversation with Mitsuki when he tried to attack him. She was the one doing the loudest chirping against Boruto being punished right now. There's something coming there, and I don't think Boruto walks out of that situation without there being some major blowback and some major open tension. Boruto's protection of Sarada, it runs a lot deeper than just his promise to Sasuke to protect Sarada. It runs a lot deeper than the trauma that comes from knowing he got Sarada killed in a possible future that never occurs in this timeline, but he still possesses the knowledge and he still possesses Momoshiki's warning that Sarada is destined to suffer as a result of being immune to omnipotence. Boruto is aware of something with Sarada, and given how reckless she's been with Kawaki and her open defiance of him, something both Boruto and Shikamaru are in agreement cannot be pushed into a corner because he is too dangerous. I think we are in a situation where Sarada fans, they might want to start bracing themselves for the unexpected, similar to how the new Chainsaw Man chapter did the unexpected by having no text the whole chapter but still conveying intensely layered, impactful storytelling, which my review on the left breaks all of that down, and over here on the right we got the newest Boruto chapter review for those of you guys who've not seen it just yet.